Prem se bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. Sitaram everybody. Sitaram everybody. Hold on. Tonight, special request to do this Hanuman Chalisa. So, in order to do this correctly, put your hand together, sit upright, right where you did. Make yourself comfortable, but at the same time, sacrifice a little bit of the comfort. Not for me, not for the host, for Hanuman Baba. That is all you're doing. Close your eyes, slow your breathing, you know it, you believe in it, so respect it. Cover your hair, ladies, and let me get ready. Auntie, if all you want to shift that, you could shift it maybe in the open up, you know, now outside, right here. But let it go in the open, so it will cause trouble. I have my sister with me. She going to lead me in the Chalisa tonight. I go sing tomorrow night. But a little, just a quick, because time.
Shri Guru Charana Saroja Reja Nij Mana Mukura Sudhar Varno Raghuvar Vimalayasha Jodayak Palchar Budhina Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavana Kumar Bala Budhi Virya Dehu Mohi Harahu Kalesha Vikar Jai Hanuman Jnana Gun Sagar Jai Kapishati Huloka Ujagar Rama Dutta Tulita Baladama Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanama Mahavira Vikaram Bajrangi Umati Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi Kanchana Varana Viraja Suvesha Ananda Kundala Kunchita Kesha Atabhadra Dwaja Viraje Kandhe Moja Janero Saj Shankar Suvan Keshari Nandan Teza Pratap Mahajagavandan Vidyavan Guni Ati Chatur Ram Kaj Kadive Ko Atur Prabhu Charitra Sunive Ko Rasiya Ram Lakhan Sita Man Basiya Sukshma Rupa Dhari Siya Hidikava Vikat Rupa Dhari Lanka Jarava Prema Rupa Dhari Asura Samhari Ramachandra Ke Kaaj Saware Laye Sajivana Lakhan Jiyaye Shri Raghuveera Harshi Lalaye Raghupati Ki Bahut Badaye Tuma Mama Priya Bharat Hi Samavaye Sahas Varan Tumharo Yash Gaave As Kahi Shripati Kantha Lagave Sanikadik Brahmani Munisha Narad Sharad Sahita Isha Yam Kuber Dikapal Jahate Kavi Kovid Kahi Sake Kahate Tuma Pakar Sugriva Hi Kina Ram Milaya Raja Pardina Tumhare Mantra Vibhishan Mana Lankeshwar Bhai Sab Jag Jana Yug Sahasra Jana Parvanu Liyo Tari Madhura Pal Janu Prabhu Modrika Meri Mukhamai
Come on, everybody.
Dilange Gaya Charajanayi Durgama Kaj Jagat Ki Jiti Sugama Anugraha Tumhare Dete Ram Duware Tumhara Kavare Ho Jana Agya Bin Baisari Sab Sukal Hai Tumhari Sharna Tum Rakshak Ka Ho Ko Dharna Apan Tej Samaro Aave Teenon Loka Haat Ke Kaave Bhut Pisach Nikat ध्यान जो लावे, सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, इनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे, चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, है परसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा, तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुपतपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई, और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई, जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई, जो जहि बंदी महासुख होई, जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होई सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा,
तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा,
जय नाथ हृदय महादेवा।
Say your prayers, everybody.
पवन तनय
Talking
संकट
from your heart.
हरणं, मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुरभूप, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
प्रेम से बोलो उमापति महादेव की जय. Everybody, welcome to Satsang tonight. Time is already running away from me. It is my pleasure to be here with you all. If you don't know who I am, my name is Pandit Keshava Gosine. I am from Hindustan side, Princestown, very far from here. By the grace of God, I get an opportunity to come and spend a couple of nights, a couple of sessions with Oli. And when Reshma first, Devendra after, was talking about what we're going to read, what are we going to discuss, I heard that you all have a wonderful peepal tree. Peepal, peepal, whichever one, you know it as. And you have a Ram Mandir in the district. So, Baba, you're going to read a little Ramayana. Good. And if you could explain a little bit the value of the tree, it would be real nice. So that was the guidance I was given. At the very beginning, before we even say opening mantra, just now we could do that. Look, you know, in Yag we just finished with Gita. Let me start with Gita. Chapter 4, verse 36. Even though you are the faultiest, the worst sinner sitting here tonight, worst sinner, knowledge alone will carry you like a raft across all your sins. Knowledge. Good. But if we are very clear at the very beginning, and I want you to understand where I'm coming from, it have plenty things we as Hindu people is do, and I don't know why I just do it. Let me use myself as an example. When I saw in the village Baba and thing come before, I see when they taught in the book, I see that it's be taught in the book. Why? Baba, I hear when you taught the book on your head, you get the blessing that every janam, how much step I make, janam asina, burning away. Why we display Tasa? For all the Tasa men, thank you for that warm welcome. God bless you for the sweat, you just sweat, so that we could hear that drum. But you just go and you just see, what I use the Hindu, you tell me. You will see it when they have Mati Kurna, you will see it when different things happening. Tasa playing, they walk in, the ladies them going with a tray. In this case, they're coming with the book, but behind the Tasa, Go back to the wedding, you go see the part where it is put the leaf on the drum and it is do a little puja. And it is called Mother Durga for children to understand, Durga Mata. In this energy of sound that you see when we put you in front, simple language, I say it for children to understand. When we put you in front, if it have bad, if it have people with bad intention, whatever it is, run them. Push that away. So that this little walk we have in here could be successful. And nothing mustn't stop. In the case of Matikor, nothing mustn't stop the guild. In the case of Tot in the book, the chief shota that bringing in the text, nothing mustn't impede. They mustn't get sick. They mustn't get distracted or in any way affected. Allow it to play. You just see the same thing when you blow the song, you ring the bell. Think about what I say. As a Hindu, if I belong to a different faith and somebody say, well, use the Hindu, I is not the Hindu. Where this blow song can ring bell and thing for? Me and Una Baba, I see them this do that. So be honest with yourself. That is what you do. Be honest. If somebody say, well, where's the value of the task? There's a whole set of noise. Everything we just be doing is noise. That dollar kept hitting easy. Think what's it? Everything have a different sound. And the sound is a form of Devi. Mother clean the environment. Bless the people that come in. Just like the flag on the roadway. The flag is made like a big glorious triangle. In the angle, the 90 degrees, children, the 90 degrees is where Durga lives. So in your house, when you hear people say they're passing arti, wherever it have an angle or a corner, Durga Mata stand up here. Mother stand up here. Bless the place. Bless the people who come in the Yagyashala. That when they come, they must feel different. So Ma, please come and stand up with me. So in this way, in this simple exercise, we had a few things happening. And in welcoming, in coming in into the Yagyashala, people get chandan. As you're getting different blessings. Remember, each person come here for something. Maybe we call it blessing. One way you get the blessing, the chandan, anoint the text tonight, the murti and the Bedi Puja. That chandan went on your forehead. The finger that put it make a difference. You know, some take away to see with your thumb. It have take out with index, middle finger, ring finger, and each one give you a different blessing. The ring finger, you see what the person praying for, what help they need, give them that. Krishna, Mother, stand up here. Mother, stand up here. And give the person what they're praying for. Dear Lord, I have a problem in my family. Dear Lord, I have a problem with my money. I have a problem with health. Everybody. Please bless the person that by listening to God's discourse or eating prasad or getting some form of punyam, let the blessing reach this person's life, but in the way they're praying for it. That is why you just get the chandan on your forehead. I start to get blessing. It's time we have to accept some knowledge in these 3 nights. And tonight we're going into a text called Anand Ramayan. Not Tulsidas Ramayan, not Ramcharitramanas. Ramcharitramanas comes from Valmiki. Valmiki is the person who write this text, Anand Ramayan. After Valmiki, Ramayana was written. He feels as if, Valmiki that is, he feels as if I didn't tell the people what happened after Sri Ram became king. All we hear where Valmiki Ramayana finished, where Tulsidas Ramayana finished. He gets back Sita Mata, he becomes king, he rules Ayodhya for 11,000 years. But he doesn't tell you anything that happened in that 11,000 years. We hear something happened with Sita Mata, she went back to the earth, Love and Kush are born. But in Anand Ramayana now, it starts when Sri Ram has returned from Lanka. But in it, it has some gems, it has some information that Valmiki wanted to put in. Tonight, before we say opening mantra, bear with me. Somebody asks you, what is the value of your peepal tree? And you have a peepal tree? I don't know. I hear so much a thing about this tree. You could do prayers by it, but you can't cut the tree. It has some rules. But I don't understand why it's so valuable. Tonight, we're going to start that conversation. And we'll continue. Everybody, let me stand. We're going to do a short, everybody short at time. You're arting, you are the fire. You have one con, arty it right there. And then here, and then you come by me and you arty the book, arty Baba. You have any other Baba or anything in the crowd? Right? Elders, hear me, all respect, you will do the elder. Right? Everybody, please stand, put your hands together. Just do 2 verses of Ramayana. Sajam cha varti sanyuktam brahina yojitam mayam deepam grihana devesham trailokya timidapaham.
कीरति कलित ललित सियपीकी आरती श्री रामायण जी की 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 गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीकि विज्ञान विशारद सुत सनकादि शेष और शारद भरनि पवन सुत कीरतनी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण आरती श्री रामायण संतत भावत शंभु भवानी अर्घत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यास आदि कवि पुंज बखानी कागभूषण गरुड़ की आरती श्री रामायण जी 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 की
Om. Let's pray together, everybody. Bhajananam Bhutaganadisevitam Kapeta Jambo Palachara Bhakshritam Umasutam Sho Kavinashakarakam Namami Veganeshwara Parapankajam. Everybody, let's pray together. Sarvamangalamangaliye
शिवे सर्वार्थ सारिके
Sharanye
त्र्यंबिके गौरी
Narayani
नमोस्तुते
Gurur Brahma
गुरुर्विष्णु
Gurur Devo
महेश्वरा
Gurur Sakshat
परम ब्रह्मा
Tasmai Shri
गुरुवे नमः
Om Namah Shivaya. Everybody.
ॐ नमः शिवाय
Om Namah Shivaya.
ॐ नमः शिवाय
Om Namah Shivaya. Everybody.
ॐ नमः शिवाय
Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Ve Brahma Vidyaya Vaishnavya Namo Namah Rama Rama Bhadrama Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunataya Nataya Sitaya Pate Namaha Siyabhar Ramachandra ki Jai. Everybody please have your seat. If anybody comes in later and it have seats, I'll help guide everybody to get a seat. Let us sit down. Tonight we enter into Anand Ramayan. I am reading, for those of you that would be watching back on the replay, Book 1, Sarga 8. And remember what we read in Gita, knowledge is the raft that will ferry you across your trouble. Yagya is a sacrifice. When you have yag like this, please be very clear. You could sing and you could enjoy the song and you could enjoy the music, and that's very good. For 2 seconds, music just put your mind to God. But if after the yag you will learn nothing about your dharma, then the yag didn't serve its purpose. You could have stay home and play your radio, play your YouTube channel, play a CD, whatever you have, and get the same output. If we start with the Peepal tree, I asking you, you come from the village, why your Peepal tree powerful for? Baba, me know. I grew up knowing well the tree there, so we just go and do worship. I hear you could do shani prayers under the tree. When Tiante come and they want to cut the tree, they're supposed to call the pundit or somebody to do a little hawan, to ask permission to cut that tree. Before you cut that tree, it has some trouble there. But I don't know why. How come this tree of all, if all God make all tree, how come this tree is so powerful? The answer for that question comes from Bhagwat. Bhagwat Katha tell you, when Krishna is about to leave the world, the city of Dwarka gets abandoned by all his family. Krishna doesn't have it nice with family. He knows that if he leaves his family upon the earth, the same people in his family go become the Rakshas. His own family started to think, well, all you can't touch me, my uncle, my father, my this, that, and the other is the king. And for that reason, they became now what was at one point the good people started to become pests. They started to become terror to the own people. You can't tell me what to do. Krishna is my father. So Krishna makes a statement in Bhagavad that in order to remove the burden of bad, our family has to go. Where does that come from? When the Mahabharata war was finished, when the whole thing finished, Krishna tells Yudhishthira, let me go and look for Dhritarashtra, the blanket. Gandhari, let me go and look for them. All the son dead, the whole side lost. Yudhishthira, you is king now. And Gandhari in that meeting, she says, you could have stopped this war at any time. All my children die because of you, Krishna. You will have to bear the burden of this. Krishna now is fallen to the mercy of karma. What's karma? What is karma here? You guide the Pandavas. It wasn't matter all the time. Think what I say. We see it on the news regular. My son is the best child. Don't matter he doing bandit, etc. She children could have do whatever wrong. That wasn't a problem while they were alive. But now they are dead. Krishna, I put a shrap upon you. You will live to see every member of your family die. When she pronounced it, he accepted the curse. And in Bhagavad, they all started to fight. And I'm summarizing everybody. They started to accuse him. You trying to trick me again, Krishna? And they pick up the bow and they pick up the arrow now to charge at their own family. And Balram says, I will protect you to the last breath in my body. Nobody will touch your small brother. And he holds on to the plow. And as they ran to Krishna, Balram, Sheshnag, Lakshman, reincarnate, plowed them down like weeds, one after the other. Now the city of Dwarka is empty. All of them have perished. Balram says to Krishna, I leave now. I am going back to Vaikunt. When you were Ram and I was Lakshman, I had to listen when you talk. You was big brother and I was small brother. And for that reason, in this avatar, you was small brother and I was big because I'm going to listen to you again. He always held on. You see that part where Sita Mata has to walk through that fire? And Lakshman had to light the fire. He held like a little grudge for that. Why you make me do that for? So when now it was time when Lakshman has to die before Sri Ram. Now I'm saying things and use the Hindu. You know what I'm talking about? Me know, Baba. Listen. When Lakshman has to leave, he dies before Sri Ram. And he says, I'm going back. But I will not get catching this again. I am not going to be the small brother and you will be big brother. So when they came back, Sheshnag was Balram. And Balram walks to the water and he says, your work is finished. There's no bad people again. Leave this earth, O Kanha. Krishna now ready to go. Balram gone. And when he was driving to Prabhas where Arjun was waiting for him, Krishna tells the charioteer, hold on, hold, in the middle of nowhere. Bush, two sides, imagine it. Comes down the chariot, and now he's not a king, eh? This is an emperor, king of kings. He had many kings working for him. Very opulent, rich guy. Comes off and just walk in the bush. And the driver wondering, what is this? After some time he go in, the driver want to know where the boss is. Because we have a schedule, we have to go. When he went, Krishna went into that bush. Finds a beautiful peepal tree. And he leaned up behind the tree. And he hung the right foot into the Yamuna river that was flowing, a little tributary, a little branch there, manageable branch. And the foot playing like a child in the water. Now, there's a reason I'm telling you this discourse. When that was happening, Krishna wasn't fighting anybody. He was just relaxing. You and me, we all go by the river and relax. But unknown to him, a Bela, a hunter, was in the district. And the bush was high, pulls an arrow, and looking at that dark foot, Sham means very dark. Beautiful guy, but very dark in color, complexion. So when he saw the foot, he didn't know it was a foot, he thought it was the dark head of a deer. It wading in the water, splurging in the water, and he lets go of the arrow. Hits the foot of Krishna by the ankle. Daruk was the name of that hunter. Comes out, not Daruk, sorry, Jara. Jara comes out to see what he catch. But when he see what he catch, Krishna changed now. 2 to 400 for Mahavishnu. Leaning on the peepal tree, the blood from Krishna's foot spraying everywhere. And the tree pulling the blood of Krishna. Bowing to the Krishna. Taking it, absorbing it. And for this reason, is taking the power of the Krishna. I remember what I said there? When Jara, imagine you cause trouble and you want to go and remedy it, Prabhu, it's just your foot limit, take out the arrow. Say, no, leave that arrow. This is fate. You are playing your part in a leela. You come home to me. Jara started to cry, Prabhu, how I go live? I was doing my job, I'm a hunter, and now look where I cause. Prabhu in this form, four-handed, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, form of Mahavishnu, how it is I could harm you? Who have the power to do it? All them great king, Kans, everybody tried to kill you. Potna tried to kill you. Nobody couldn't kill you. I could damage you. Prabhu, what is this? He says, wait, calm down. You are playing your part in a leela that started a very long time ago. Now it finished. Come home. And he takes the jeev of that hunter to his chest, never to be seen again. Krishna gives up his form at the bottom of a peepal tree. And in that moment, Yamuna gets the blessing. Yamuna is Krishna Janam Ashmi night. When he heard the water coming up, he told her, I will come back to you. I will visit you before I go. So he comes back on this day when he's given up the form to do the same thing he did do Krishna Janam night. Play with the foot when he had to touch the water from the basket. Remember that kata? Now he's playing with her to do what? To give Shivardhan. Why would that be significant? Let me ask you. When your guru, when your pandit, when your vyas come by you or in the temple, I see the people is wash the man's foot. Why? A pandit is clean your place 3 times. First time is when you wash your foot. The reason? Any person that regularly chants Gayatri Japa, it doesn't say pandit alone. Any person, male, female, whatever lifestyle they have. So you just wash your mother and father foot too. Any person that regularly chants Gayatri, you get the dust from the foot. You wash the foot. And you take the water, go back when you see people have prayers, you see them doing it. The Baba come, let me say I was lining in the gallery area. Puja is started. And they go sprinkle it. The dust from this person's foot purify your house, run bad. 1. Then the pandit, and you see how the pandit is be playing water fight by the baby with the mango leaf? Up of it, trying sprinkling. Where is sprinkling for? With mantra, if it have unrested soul or unclean, purify the place, run them things. Imagine in this district it had a soul, somebody didn't do proper funeral right. And the soul come, look, they have prayers, we come in. Take the sprinkle of water by the name of Mahavishnu, take that water, but go. The people want to have prayers, leave. So physically, you may not clean the place. Spiritually, you are cleaning the place. And the third place, when the Baba jutta your house, and you say, Babs, let me wash your hand now. For the pandit, you go see, watch next time you go. Let us do so. And sprinkle from the washing of the hand in your house, blessing your home with barakah. Yamuna wanted to wash the foot. It have so much a blessing to wash the elbow. The book says the foot, the charan. When the prayers finish, and we just get charan amrit, not pancha amrit. Pancha amrit is when you're now making it in the kitchen. 5 amrit. But charan amrit, what is charan, Baba? From the ankle to the toe portion of your body. That is charan. Charan amrit mean a wash Mahavishnu. In today's prayers, we put it on the Anand Ramayan. And we catch back the milk. And now I'm going to share it for people. In your baby prayers home, you just wash the shaligram. You ever see the Baba do that? Wash the black stone and then he pour it back in the cup for you. And now when the prayers finish, the person who came to the prayers, so far we collect chandan. Now we're going to get the charan amrit to drink. God bless my body, heal me, help me, save me. Mother Yamuna Devi wanted that. So she washes foot. And the people accepted the blood, the power, the blessing. And it tells the tree, if somebody comes, just like me, if somebody comes and asks you under the tree, ever see how people tie strings around the tree? Or they do puja, or they ask for different things. Lady who want to marry, boy who want to marry, they just tie string. What that is about? Krishna, bless me that the desire I have, grant it in this example to get married. If you bless me that I get married, I will come back and do your worship here. It have this course where Shani Dev is told to live under the shadow of the tree. So sometimes you see people lighting mustard oil, they are there to mama guy. Shani Dev give you a chance now. The business are doing too good. We want to make a little more income. Bless we to do it. If you keep watching me, we'll get through. The peepal tree becomes now a conduit. When I touch it, it comes like the electrical line, bringing the Shakti, bringing the electrical energy to the house. When I touch it and I bow to it, I get that blessing. Since this day with Krishna, people started to worship the tree, honor the tree, offer jal on the tree, arti the tree, as if Krishna is standing in front of you. For this reason, it is a little touchy thing to cut that tree. When you're going to cut that tree, you have to do Krishna Puja, Havan, to ask him, please allow me to cut you. You're causing trouble on the road, you're causing trouble with the electrical line, and we need to trim you, not cut you down. When the person cut that tree in bad moon, it is caused death. It is caused trouble. You don't cut it in Panchak time. You look for good time. In this way, this tree has value. One day, Narad Muni, in our discourse tonight, asked, very good, Krishna has to die to give this tree this power. I understand all that. But how come, of all the people in this world, this one fella, this one hunter, think what I'm saying, remember, knowledge is our wrath. This one fella had the blessing that he could do that to Krishna, if you call it a blessing. He said you were playing a part in a leela, but how that happened? How is it that Jara stood there? What is this leela? Narad Muni wanted to know more. Parvati Mata wants to know more about this discourse. Could you give me the history, the backstory behind that? That is our discourse tonight, everybody. Let's join together as Lord Shiva is talking to the goddess about the history, about, yes, the peepal tree and the fight that Krishna has to fight with this arrow in his foot. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Everybody, all help me sing. We go finish now. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. Ata Ramo Lakhna Rishi Mukh Vachana Pratiyo Ye Dritha Par Parno Netra Sarvayatra Chalayati Ta Ye Devi Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. 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 Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. Rishi Mukh Ye Giri Pakshiyate Rama Lakhanu Sugrivyati Drishyanji Sugrivye Kishkinda Ye Sugriva Vali Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. 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 Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. Prem Svolo Siyapati Ramachandra ki Jai. Mare Baba says, Sri Ram, we enter into a section where Sri Ram just finished with Sabri Mata. Sabri Mata, sometimes we just focus on her character, her prayer, what she was praying for, and we just forget what I was talking about. Sabri Mata is the one who puts it in his head. Sri Ram, you should go and make friend with Sugriva. If you go to him, he will help you. And you would be able to help him too, because he needs help. Okay, no problem. So Sri Ram and Lakshman are walking towards where Sugriva is said to live, in this place called Rishimukh mountain or hill. Sugriva at a distance is looking at these two lion-like, strong chest, square shoulders, walking with bow and arrow, but dressed like munis, dressed like Swami, orange clothing. When you see a Swami dressed in orange, it is indicative of celibacy. They are not interested in the householder lifestyle. They are living a vegetarian lifestyle. It means certain things. It is a sign of certain lifestyle choices that this person is not the ordinary person. So the word Swami simply means the person who will give away even gold. Gold has no value to them. They have no use for it. So they do not have adornment on their body. They do not usually even bother to put niceties or comb the hair, dye the hair, fix the hair. They don't have attachment to that. So you will see their hair maybe long, maybe gray, the beard getting gray. I am not for vanity trying to be a particular way. When you and I, however, dress up, we want to look good in the eyes of the public. But these people have a different lifestyle. When you hear from Hinduism came the Rasta movement, it has some truth to that. It is totally true, because when you bow to Lord Shiva, the person with the matted locks mean what we in Western culture would say Rasta hair. And the reason for it is the person is so, they may care about this hair. They're combing the hair now. So it becomes janged. It becomes kind of matted. Matted is the word. You cannot pass a comb tree. The person does not even interfere with it. That's how it grow. These people are dressed like that. But here you're walking with weapon to attack, to protect, to offend somebody. Very confusing. Sugriva, who is having family problems, says, I wonder if my brother Bali has sent two people dressed in let me say camouflage, dressed as Pandit, but really come to assassinate me. Calls on Hanumanji. For those of you, for elders that have heard this part, you know what I'm saying here. He says, Hanuman, you have the ability to test people. You have the ability to screen the personality of the person. They might dress away, they might call themselves, they might give themselves a title. But you, one of your grace, one of your blessing, one of your ability is you will get to the heart of the person. And you will know their true nature and their identity. Go and test these people and see if they are evil-minded or for what reason they are here. If it is otherwise, find out. Let's hear what happens in this slok. As Hanuman dressed up now as a brahmachari, meaning no wife, no interest in that lifestyle. He is playing Pandit too. Going to talk in that like and like terms to these saintly looking people to find out what is their purpose. Why are you here? Let's hear what happens. तुम भरे वीर बलवान महावीर बजरंगी मैं डालू तुम्हारो ध्यान महावीर बजरंगी तुम भरे वीर बलवान महावीर बजरंगी मैं डालू तुम्हारो ध्यान तट पर लखन प्राण पुराहे व्रत हे सविता हे हनुमाना शरीर ये आती रामचंद्र ये आतो तुम भरे वीर बलवान महावीर बजरंगी मैं डालो तुम्हारो ध्यान महावीर बजरंगी सुग्रीवाहन तट पर रूपा स्वरूप मरुत ये आतीत शरत निज पर स्वरामी व्रतयाते तुम बड़े वीर बलवान।
महावीर बजरंगी मैं डारो तुम्हारो ध्यान। महावीर बजरंगी
मैं डारो तुम्हारो ध्यान।
महावीर बजरंगी मैं डारो तुम्हारो ध्यान। महावीर बजरंगी।
पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। Hanuman ji goes in disguise, bows to them, and he says, "Oh lion amongst the humans, who are you? Why are you here?" Lakshman says, "Sons of Dasrath, now roam this forest. My elder brother Sri Ram and I have been placed on a banishment, and whilst here, the goddess Sita, wife of Sri Ram, my big brother, his wife got kidnapped, and we are looking for her. He is lost in misery, but when we reached the Kutia of Shabri, he was advised to come and make friend with somebody named Sugriva. So we are in search of Sugriva. Do you know, O Brahmachari, do you know a character by the name of Sugriva? Could you please guide us in his direction?" Listening to these words, Hanuman, who at this point in his life, in his story, was a right hand to Sugriva, felt as if these people are divine. I don't have to worry. They're not coming here to harm anybody. They're looking like they're in trouble more than anything. He says, he reveals himself. He says, "I am the emissary. At the request of Sugriva, I came here as his worker to find out who you were. Come, sit on my shoulder, and I will take you quickly to where he is." Have you ever seen a picture with Sri Ram, Lakshman on the back of Hanuman Baba, jumping in the sky? This is that moment. And with one jump, very quickly, very high, Hanuman Baba brings Sri Ram, Lakshman Bhaiya, to where Sugriva was residing. And when Sugriva got all the details from Hanuman, he came out timidly, lit a fire, and he says, "With this fire, I accept you as a friend. May this fire be the witness for our friendship. And I accept you, my friend. I accept you in my place. I take you. May you bring happiness. May you bring help. May you bring some savior, some saving to me and my people." Sri Ram embraced Sugriva. He says, "I also need your help, O friend." He says, "Oh friend, O Sri Ram, please listen to my predicament. If I ask you a question here tonight, I've heard in Tulsidas Ramayana that Sri Ram destroys, in the company of Sugriva, destroys Bali. But for children, why did Sri Ram do that? Why? Really? Why? Please listen to why. Sugriva says that once Mahamaya, a demon by the name of Maya Danav, had a son named Durmada. And in the city of Kishkinda, where Bali, who is my big brother, where Bali was king, and we were all living in peace. As brothers, we are very close. Durmada came to challenge Bali for a fight. And he says, instead of fighting the whole army, let me fight you. And if I win you, the city, the ladies, everything, the treasury is mine. Bali, being a very strong person, he accepts the fight. He says, I will save all my warriors, my soldiers, etc. I will destroy you myself. And they started to fight Sri Ram. In this way now, the fight, two people coughing, they start here, coughing each other, they're going, they start to go up the road. And in this way, they started to move in the direction of this huge cave. Bali tells to Sugriva, you remain at the entrance of the cave. I am reading verse 18 of Sagar 8, Sara Khan, Book 1, Anand Ramayan. If in case I do not return within a month, take me for dead. Except that I am dead. If I don't come back in a month time, I am coming again. You do what you have to do to protect the people of Kishkinda. Sugriva remained there. He says, Prabhu, I stood there. And just as the month was coming, blood started to run out of the cave. And when the month came and I saw that blood, I was convinced that Bali had perished. He had died. And he was destroyed by Durmada. And being a very obedient brother, I remembered what my brother told me. Do what you have to do to protect the people of Kishkinda. I am a Kshatri, and I have a responsibility to these people. This man is going after all the ladies. If he's getting a chance to rape and to plunder, he will damage them. So thinking, not thinking about final rights to Bali, not thinking about my brother, not getting it personalized, not crying or squealing like what me and you might do. When a relative dies, he says, I have to surrender here. And he takes a huge boulder and he rolls the boulder and blocks the mouth of the cave so as to block Durmada. He says, I blocked that cave and I went back to Kishkinda and I informed everybody at court that the king was dead. The people were guided by the ministers that there can never be a moment where there is no government, where there is no king. For that reason, they put me as the king. I became the occupier of the throne. And when I sat on that throne, it so happened after some time, Bali came out of the cave. The blood was that of Durmada. But when Bali came, I was king, and he becomes very upset. Sri Ram, he wants to kill me. He wants to attack me, that I obstructed his life and I took what was his, and I had to do this as a trick to get the throne, his family, his children, his belongings, his gold. And in this way, he rushed me. Sometimes people ask, if Bali is so powerful, where could Sugriva go? You're the Hindu, eh? If somebody asks, well, why Rishimukh Hill? What was special about this place that Bali couldn't get to Sugriva, if you know this story? He says, the only place I could have gone in this area called Rishimukh, it is named Rishimukh because of Matangi Rishi used to live here. He says, Prabhu, this was my only place I could find shelter. I ran out from the throne room. I ran out of Kishkinda and I headed for here because I knew the history of this place. There was a demon by the name of Dundu. He was a huge, massive man that had the head of a buffalo. And when my brother at a different point fought Dundu, he ripped off the head and he threw it, and when it fell in the ashram of Matangi Rishi. And Matangi Rishi pronounced a curse that if you Bali step foot in this place, which is on Rishimukh Hill, you will die. So I, Sugriva, knowing that Bali would never come here, I ran to this place. This is why I am here now. This is why I reside here. Let's hear what happens in the next sloka. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. सन पूर्व ये तत्पर बानी वै पुनः चक्राकरण ढाला दृष्टि पर देहा राम सुग्रीव्यात हे सोयात. Come on everybody, let's sing together. This course, if you've seen it in the movie, this is the part where Sri Ram gets an arrow, and there are some trees, they call it tala trees. They were in a line, and he had to shoot. Do you remember that part? He shoots the arrow and he cuts down the tree. But what do you do that for? There are so many misinterpretations at this part. Some people even say, well, if Sri Ram could cut down all the tree, I could cut down all the tree. Think what I say. I don't understand, Baba. If he came to fight Bali, where he cutting down the tree for? Think what I say. Sugriva tells him that it is written that with all the prayer, with all the power that Bali had gained as big brother. You ever hear somebody say, well, daddy big son, he go do all the people prayers, Shrad, Dan, he go lead and I go follow. I the small brother. So the big brother had it in him that he would do all the prayers. Remember, Bali in a different discourse, Bali is the person that Ravan is afraid of. Bali and Ravan are great friends. Bali is the person who has beaten, at this point, has beaten Ravan, senseless, chained him in his dungeon, and bloodied him. Bali is a great person, powerful, and he's protected by prayer. He says, Sri Ram, you have to help me because Bali is a person that he is so powerful that at one point he was eating tala fruit and some of the fruit, 7 of the fruit rolled away. It moved, but nobody knew where it went. But Bali saw a serpent where the fruit was, let me say in the direction of the fruit, and it stayed because he passed and knocked away, imagine mango, and he knocked away somebody, 7 in particular. Bali is so blessed that whatever his mouth utters, it has to come to pass. He says, oh serpent, lie in a straight line, and let 7 trees, you want to thief my fruit? Lie down here, and from your body, let 7 trees, tala trees, grow straight. Let it grow out of your body. You want to thief what is mine? Now you'll be enough. Be here, stay here, one place and remain like if you have a stroke. Imagine somebody, imagine brothers, if tonight you're private, you're under your arm, you're sensitive, soft areas, and some mosquito bite you, and you feel to scratch, you could scratch, God bless you. Imagine the poor person who have a stroke and they can't move their body. The snake just digests the food when they twist the muscles in the stomach. They don't have skeleton, so they depend on the moving, the twisting and turning to digest food. He says, snake, you can't move now. When the root of the tree sets, you stay one place and suffer. Remain there and do not move. The snake says, I accept your shrap, but I didn't touch your fruit, O king. When somebody cuts these trees that will grow from my body one day, what did they say? One day for thief, one day for police. You accuse me wrong. I'll take it. But because I in my heart know I didn't thief your fruit, the day somebody cut these 7 trees with one arrow, and my body is set free, and my suffering is ending, know that your death is coming. Sugriva tells him, in order for you to destroy Bali, you have to cut those 7 trees. Those 7 trees that have to fulfill Sri Ram wanting to give, verse 34, wanting to give Sugriva the hope that he will bring help to this doom and gloom that you are hiding and running. He cannot see the face of his wife, the face of his children. He's living in exile. He says, I will fix it. Drags an arrow, and with one shot the 7 tree fell. With that happening, the snake is now free. Sugriva says there's another problem. He says we have to fix something that Sugriva is wearing on his body. Sugriva is protected by a mala that he was given by Ishwar, by Shiva, that when he's going to battle and he's wearing that mala, the opposition, the enemy, it loses 50% of the energy. If I face him, no matter what power I have, if you face him, no matter what power you have, you will lose. That mala has to disappear. Sri Ram calls the snake, says, come. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita. Come on, everybody. Sing for the goddess. Sing for her tonight. Our yagya is starting, mother. Kashyapye yati Shiva Shiva bhavanti he yatam Kashyap Muni Putra Indra ye charan parya Shiv lok ye Pita Putra yate says, Prabhu, that mala that my brother wears, that amulet, me and you they say tabiz, we they say God, yantra, same thing. Imagine something, watch an Indian movie and they see they wearing something around the neck. In the nursing kavach, the prayers that Prahlad was saying, he says, Prabhu, the person who calls your name the other day was nursing Jayanti, when the lion, half human come. He says, the person who wears you on their neck, as they walk, you walk with them. And when trouble comes, you will destroy trouble. Bali has something like that. He says you have to understand that there's a Muni named Kashyap. And in times past, Kashyap did great prayer for Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva manifested this chain and he gave it to Kashyap Muni. Kashyap Muni felt as if his son Indra, who was going to battle one day, and you know, when we're talking about it's called the day after the Diwali, Bhai Dooj, where all this tie and all this tie Raksha on your hand, it had 2 katha for that. It have the one where for the protection of the person with his mixed red and yellow. But I asked somebody in the audience, Reshma, I see it is where yellow and red string in your hand, where that for? Always remember, Reshma, you know the answer. The red was for the blessing and the power of Brahma. The yellow was for the blessing of Vishnu. Sit on the man right hand, the lady left hand, and give them the protection that they need. The Mauli was that come when Bali, when Lord Vishnu take the dwarf form, and he say, I want 3 steps in that yagna. The dwarf tie the Bali around his hand. And for that reason, he gets this blessing. Since then, me and you always want this fancy thread. But brother, if you put purple thread on your hand, if you put gold thread on your hand, it will look nice. But I don't know what it's doing for you. Yellow and red is why you have it there. Please remember that. In the same way, all these different powerful things, Indra and Indrani, the wife, was tying this Raksha on his hand. She tied the red string around Indra's hand. We celebrate that. Yamuna tied it for Yamraj. But when they tied the Bali on Indra's hand, Kashyap Muni take off the mala. Let me say like, oh, I have this flowers mala. Lord Shiva gave him this amulet of protection. And he put it round Indra's neck. And he says, son, you go and fight. And you see, when you go to fight, whatever you face, win them. God, but when he was going, sometimes you just hear, you know how all it is operate in this village. But sometimes as a pundit, I just hear people, I know I believe in Boglaprok. I believe in Obia. I believe in Candle. I believe in other people religion. But you see my Hanuman Chalisa, you know if that could help me with cancer. I don't know if that could help me with my family trouble. This man only giving me trouble. Oh God, this man I married is trouble. Everybody is Hernandez and Fernandez and whoever. And oh God, I don't know if my Hanuman Chalisa could help me. Sometimes you see people giving up hope and the faith in what they're supposed to believe in. And the things you're supposed to not have so much faith in. You're holding on to that. Indra made the same mistake. And he said, this chain my father gave it, this has any value, but the sword might quicker save my life. Throw it. And when he threw it out, trouble come for him. Bali in that fight beat him. But Bali had sense to know the value of this chain. Takes it and he kept it. And since that day, the power protects him. We have to get that chain. Sri Ram says, oh serpent, I now free you from that trap you was in with the cemetery. Do me one seva. Go where Bali is sleeping and steal. Hold on to that chain, that amulet, and take it and bring it for me. Do not let Bali keep it. Snake was over happy to do it. And he went and he brought it. Tasya ye darshan ye aati Sugriva bhali ye aatav Kishkinda raj Ram yagya pal he Vali nanda chakrate. Everybody. Without the amulet of protection, the two brothers, Sugriva went and he challenged Bali. He says, brother, you are made in such a way you will never resist a challenge. Your blood is very heated. Today I, Sugriva, your younger brother, I don't accept this banishment, but I challenge you for that throne. I challenge you for prowess. Fight me, and if you win, I surrender, I submit. But if I win, I come home to Kishkinda and I take the throne, I take back my family. Bali was only too happy because he wanted to put licks on his brother. And the two of them, looking very alike, started a fight. Sri Ram is in the forest, in the bushes, hiding from all the prayers that Bali had. If he went face to face with Bali, the power of Bali still was so much that he would rob Sri Ram of his power. Sugriva, still affected by the power, by the tage of Bali, started to get licks from Bali. Big brother is hammering his small brother. Sri Ram is having a problem. In the bush, he cannot tell who is who. The two of them look very alike. Imagine Sugriva bloody. Comes close to him. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu. Everybody. Namaste. Sugriva submit to Bali. And Big Brother still give him a chance. Walk away from the fight. He didn't kill him. Imagine all the blood, all the mark, all the blows. Sugriva gone by Sri Ram in the corner, in the forest. He said, friend, if you want me to die, if you wish me to give up this body, don't allow me to die at the hands of Bali. If you want to see me bleed, verse 49, if you want to see me cry, if you want to see me suffer, if this is your motive, you said you would save me, but you're not saving me. I am bleeding and I am bawling, but let me die then. But you take my life. If you are Vishnu incarnate, don't let me die by this sinner's hand. Let me die at your hand. You kill me. Don't let this happen. Sri Ram says, I don't wish you to die. It's just I can't tell the difference between the two of you. You look so much alike. He says to Lakshman, put a mala around Sugriva's neck and I will discern who is who. Let's hear what happens when they put the mala. Sugriva go back and he challenges Bali again. Bali says, this time I'm not going to spare you. This time one of us is going to die. You are irritating me. You are weaker than me. Why are you challenging me? By what authority do you have to come to interfere with me? Go from here. You are calling death. He says, come face me one more time. Dakshta Sugriva Ramnath Yena Bandhu Yena Vrikshayatam Vishyate Vriksha Parvachana Shrunuyatita Tarate. Come on everybody. Shakti Mata ki Jai. Sri Ram, when they fighting now, again Bali beating Sugriva, you know. Sri Ram pulls the arrow, hiding in the bush, unseen to Bali, because of the blessings of Bali. Sri Ram plays the part and shoots the arrow. According to Anand Ramayan in Tulsidas Ramayan, he has a dying moment. Sri Ram and Bali in Tulsidas Ramayan get to talk. But in Anand Ramayan, according to Valmiki, instantaneously the arrow did not miss the mark. And it takes the life of Bali. Bali falls. And when he fell, all the different Vanar came to the aid of the king. Angad, Tara, his wife, Angad is his son, Tara come. And she is bawling. She is grieving. And Tara says, verse 61, O Prabhu, what enmity did my husband have with you? O Prabhu, what wrong did he endure or did or commit to incur this? If you had come and speak to my husband, he would have given you your wife Sita. He would have returned her to you. He is so powerful, he could have gotten her back in a moment for you. In this moment, you have robbed him of his breath, of his life. Sri Ram, even in Tulsidas Ramayan, for the elders here who have heard Ramayana time and time again, who have listened to this discourse, Sri Ram does not celebrate. When in Lanka Khan, when Ravan's fallen, and August Muni and all the other Munis in Tulsidas came to look for him and celebrate him and tell him how great he did. There's a great singing, there's a great celebration, there's a great that one king beat the other king. A war has been won. In this case, the enemy has lost. His mark did not miss, but Sri Ram did not celebrate in any Ramayana. Sri Ram bends his head because Bali is getting a blessing to die at the hand. There's another discourse that explains why Sri Ram has to visit Bali in this way. We all have to go. We all wish to go to God, but imagine God came for him. Tara is very upset. She says, you will have to pay for this. Tat pararoma bhakta tara tava priyam bhakta vatsala vachana kapishwara ye kapiram ye bhela ye natha. Siyapati Ramachandra ki jai. Sri Ram says, by the hand of fate, when I come in Dwapar, Bali will come as the Bela, the hunter. Bali will get his justice, O Tara. When everybody, if you know your Krishna Katha, Potna, all the demon, the bird, the storm, the Kans, all of them tried to destroy him. When Lord Shiva incarnates as the son of Krishna, Samba, why you do Surya Puran on a Sunday morning? Why you hold your hand up to offer the Surya Dar? When you're facing east to offer the Dar, who that come from? The son of Krishna. When that son of Krishna caused the Yadhu family to die, as I said in the beginning, they caused it upon themselves. Long story short. When all of them tried to kill him and nobody couldn't kill Krishna, Bali comes back as that hunter we hear about in Bhagwat. He says, Devi, I promise you that the same pain he is going through now and he gave up the birth, I will endure. I will accept the arrow into my body. And I will take the pain and I will accept it. I will not move the arrow. I promise you that. So when the charioteer came to Krishna, think about what I say in the whole Bhagwat Gita parva of the Mahabharata. The whole thing, Bhagwat Gita is a section of Mahabharata. The whole Gita book sits inside Mahabharata. And at the end of the Gita, when this Gita book finished, Mahabharata went on. That is the part, maybe you see me read it on TV, where Krishna say, Arjun, okay, Krishna come off the chariot. He say, Arjun, you come off. Hanuman, you in the red flag on top, come off. And the chariot fell apart, it burned. That is why when all doing prayers home here or in the temple, we just try to make the Hanuman flag a little tall. Dear God, Hanuman Baba says, wherever my flag is flying, I give protection. So maybe the top part of the roof, we can't reach so high. But where the bouchar, where the gutter in today's world, we just try for the flag that they are a little above that. Hanuman Baba, protect here. When you go and you see people building roof and you see the little red cloth, Hanuman Baba, stand up here. In all of this, he says, don't worry, not even Hanuman will protect me. Think it, the whole war, all the arrows shooting, who would be the first man to get shot? Not the charioteer. But Hanuman protects Krishna too. Arjun, yes, but Krishna as well. The horse, nothing didn't get damaged. The flag of Hanuman is protected. He tells Tara, not even Hanuman, who will still be there. He's Chiranjeevi. When the Baba bless you, if you ever hear what he is saying, Chiranjeevi mean, God bless you with long life. Be like Hanuman Baba. Overcome all your health and all the difficulty, the trouble. You don't see the next stumble or trip happening. You don't plan to trip. You don't plan to fall down a step, for example. But if that come in, God bless you. Me, you know how I saved myself. I don't know how my hand went by the banister, for example. The car coming, I didn't plan to have a car accident, Baba. But somehow my hand just turned the steering. And I evade that trouble. That is an example of how God works in your life. Sometimes trouble have to come. But in that moment, it could save you. If only you go put him in place. If only you know him. If only you believe in him. Then the man could work. Then with that knowledge, if I know him, then it go work. What I'm talking about? Imagine your Baba, not this Baba. Your Baba come home by you and you're well prepared for your prayers. Good. All them pundit, oh Bhagwan, did they say prayers? Hear what I'm saying? Tell me, you find the scenery, you find the yellow powder, you find the incense, you find the artist say prayers a bit. But me, you know what that for? I know my mother tell me put it, so I put it. The now say put it, so I put it. The pundit say put it, I put it too. But me, I know when you offer the cotton, whether the 5-yard or the flag, for example, in Garud Puran, it says when everything I given have a benefit. Karma is how I give, so I get. So it's easy to understand. I given sweet rice or parsa. Dear God, I am giving you sweet. Bless me with sweet times, happy times, healthy times. Okay, good, no problem. The cotton, for example, when you are in trouble, when, think what I'm saying, not the good time. In the good time, everybody could put their hand together, set into their mind, think, Om Namah Shivaya. You have time for that. But when the accident come in, the car coming to hit you, and in a split second, I want to know if we so good. I know me ain't good yet. Om Namah Shivaya, Nagendra Haraya, Trilochanaya, Bashmangaraga. I may not reach there. Be honest with yourself, Baba. The language might fly out my mouth. I might not say Om Namah Shivaya. Truthful. The jab bite me. Check yourself. The jab bite me. I hear it had bandit in the village. God forbid. Eh? Different fear. Fear. Think what I'm saying. Fire, fire, fire. God forbid. In my mind, I mightn't say Om Namah Shivaya. In the worst case, my life had to come out my body. I might not say Om Namah Shivaya. God, things good to thee. I offer you, and watch yourself, and you just give rag, or you might give a piece of cloth to the little children, the girl children. The lady come and help you potting, she come and help you turn pot when the prayer's finishing, like a bandara. Long time we used to give the older lady or the lady, please accept a little piece of cloth. What is the benefit of that little piece of cotton? Dear God, today I am giving this gift. So everybody understand what I say? A big gift, flag, 5-yard cloth, small gift, cotton on the baby, the wick. I am giving cotton, bless me with the day I am in trouble. The day my mind can't think about the mantra, Guru mantra, the whole passage, I can't remember it. Today I'm telling you, come quick and save me. Don't be a stranger. Don't be, at that time I know me God, I go forget you. You see, when the trouble reach by the front door, show me a way to get out. Show me a way to survive. COVID come, sickness come, give me a saving, save me. This is why I offer it. But Baba, me and no die, why we just offer the cotton? If I didn't know that, maybe I'd say my prayers different. It is just a simple example, and I want you to see it. If you know your God, think about how you're going to pray. Think about how when you sit down by that baby pundit, you say your prayers. Me studying you, you know. You say your mantra, like God bless you, God, go. That have a rule, say it. But I talking to this multi, I talking to my pity, I talking to my God, because I am doing my prayers. I am calling for my birthday, my anniversary, my Thanksgiving, wherever you call it. And I need the help of God. But if you don't know it, if you have had the knowledge about your God, when you sit down there and you're pouring the red powder and you're pouring the yellow powder and you're passing the incense and you're just studying, wow, the ancha masala smelling nice, and they tell me don't eat, God, you're studying food, but you ain't really say, be honest with yourself tonight, you ain't really say no prayers yet. Sometimes people get it so wrong that they focus on the wares. Wares is important. Don't feel like saying otherwise. They focus on the food. That's important. Don't get me wrong. Go in a prayers and sometimes the lady sit down with the husband doing the prayers. Hey girl, where the basin, where the baritone, where the tarrier? And she's studying who just walked through the crowd, who come, everything. Everything important. But somehow it is seemed the prayers is the last on the list. Baba in front, oh God, the pundit reach. Hustle, babe, quick, reach by the baby. You're tired. You're tired, oh God. 3 o'clock this morning we get up, Baba, and we turn in pot, we exhausted. So sometimes, be honest with yourself. You're there by that baby and you're bepping, you're going. Baba just finished that prayers fast. But where you really come to do was your prayers. But daddy part you're rushing now. So sometimes your lack of knowledge interfering with your prayers. Sometimes we focus interfering with your prayers. We studying the ways, we studying the chana, we studying the people. Look, Tanti come, look, the rich man come, look, all the children come and they make a noise. You studying everything else except saying your prayers. But I had prayers, you know. Don't get me wrong, I had prayers. Real parsad, big flag. Did you pray? No, Baba. I called God by my house to watch me. Imagine that murti for 1 second. I want you to see it. Because sometimes we do fool ourselves real good. I do in prayers, man. I do in prayers, but nothing don't change. That way everybody to say. Agreed? Then you're going to hear Tanti and Auntie all don't vex with me. You mustn't offer it in the silver tarrier. You must get the brass tarrier. You mustn't make the prasad with the, how you call it, cream of wheat, suji powder. Don't do that. You must patch the flour. Then God will be happy. Probably true. Get the arahu flowers. God will be happy. Good. Everything is saying correct. And we just focus on the, let me just use the tarrier. Understand? The tarrier. But you don't study the hand we hold in the tarrier. You don't study when, let me just say, Hanuman Baba come from the murti ton. Yes, boy, I reach. Your road looking nice. Where you made for? And you, You didn't say a prayer. You didn't say, dear God, I given you this because you see that child manage. He don't listen. Help him to listen. You didn't say that. Then your knowledge about your God, the purpose of the prayers, how it is work, why it working, then you're missing. Your prayers missing the most important ingredient. You. If I tell you this story, you might laugh. One time I was doing prayers, and you see like how Nalini playful and chul. Prayers going on. So you imagine the mother and the father, everybody had terrier, right? And they say this little child, in my example, I say Nalini. Give Nalini she terrier. All the different sweet, everything. Everybody closed their eye. When everybody closed their eye, well, the Devta get Nalini whoop. And she eat it. This child eat it. Everybody forget what they was doing. And they study Nalini now in the prayers. In different ways, it is have teenager who only study in the phone. When the prayers going on. Same prayers, same flag, same parasad, same endpoint. But you may not see the benefit in your life. Married people, same. Old people, same. Oh God, Baba, and you could have put me on a chair. This knee, this foot, oh. Agreed. Make yourself comfortable when you're doing your prayers so you could focus on what you're doing. If you understand that, Tara, please listen. Even I, in this form where I take as man, Ram, I am affected by karma. And I accept your tears because of the person Tara was. Tara is not me and you. When Tara said to pray, she pray. So when people like that go to talk, Lord Vishnu has had to dance to the tune. He says, I become a slave. Don't look at me in different kathal when he comes as the Shaligram, etc. He said, don't look at me as the king and the master. Understand, I is the servant. And when the person pray properly, when them call and they say, come, I have to come. I have no choice. He says, for this reason, the only thing I could offer you is justice. And I promise that I will endure the same pain. Not only will Bali end up in me as Lord Vishnu, head of Vaikuntha and all of that. Not only that, I'm not only giving him mukti, I'm giving you the promise that I will endure the pain that I have caused your husband. Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Let's hear what happens in these last two verses. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Anapratyayamiyatha Paripalaye Yuktaye Taraha Yena Rama Vardhanyeta Ye Yati Bhakta Vatsalate.
Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Narayanaya Krishnaya
Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo
Namah. Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Sri Ram now instructs Sugriva, prepare. It is time to do Anteshti Sanskar. It is time to do final rites, Shrad, Pindadan, Sapindadan. All of this is to be done for this body, for the upliftment of Bali. Allow him to be the recipient of all, spare no expense, of all that he deserves for the valor, for the good that he would have done for his people of Kishkinda. Reward such a leader. When all the work had been finished in disregard of the sanskar, it was now time to do the crowning ceremony for the new king of Kishkinda. So Sri Ram, because of the words of Dasrath, cannot enter into the kingdom. This is significant. Sri Ram never enters a kingdom. He never enters into Lanka, for example. He remains outside, but he would send Lakshman. He tells Lakshman, go as my representative. I have won this area. I am the one who is in charge of this area now. And I put Sugriva as the king. Let him look after his people and women and the children and the elders and so on. Lakshman goes into the city and puts the crown, after the puja is done, puts the crown on the head of Sugriva. As we conclude tonight's discourse at this point, in our discourse here, this is where Sri Ram remains in Rishimukh Hill. And he waited there for a certain period, for the monsoon, the rainy season had started. And he tells Sugriva that I will help you out of your problem. And Sugriva says, well, when I become king, I will use my forces to assist you in your journey. No problem. So Sri Ram, as we are pausing here, Sri Ram is waiting for the weather to change so that the army of the Vanara could start a search, because up to now, they don't know where Sita Mata is. Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Tonight, as I conclude, this is why Krishna, if you ever heard that Bhagwat discourse of how Krishna leaves the earth, when that arrow penetrated the ankle, Krishna in one text in Bhagwat, it says that he slipped into Yamuna and from there went back to Vaikuntha. In another one, it says that he disappeared. In Vishnu Puran, it says he disappears. He gives up the form. And you know the mantra, Gita, Ganga, Cha Gayatri. the Gita part or the Gita Mahatyam, that happens just after Krishna is going back in heaven. We know in the beginning, Mother Earth takes the form of the cow to go and beg, Lord Vishnu, please come as what we call Krishna. But when Krishna gives up the form, she goes back in the cow and he says, Ma, Lord Vishnu, where are you going? He says, Ma, on the earth I left a divine song. Bhagwat Gita means divine song. If the person used the book, charhawe the book, taught the book on their head, worship the book, that will clear their way of past sins. From my last life, I used to like to say, I see the people do things and it was a lie. So God put me in this life with the eyes that don't work. Funny thing to talk about, eh? Think what I say. If God make everybody in His likeness and everybody perfect, but Baba, how come God make some children can't hear? Or some people born and they could never see a thing in their life? People have impediment. Everybody had trouble in the body. Karma. That type of karma, corrupt karma from your past life, come forward into this life. That is in Garud Puran, Prit Manjali. He says, on your body, I'll put the mark. So when the person gets the opportunity now, like our hostess did, she put the Gita book amongst the Anand Ramayan and other things I have on the head. This is the body. That Gita, Ganga, Chagayatri, Sita, Satya, Saraswati, that is the name of the 18th chapter, the body of Krishna. This book represents his body. So when you go Vandara, you go in different place and you see the person giving it. Why are you giving it? Because all the Puran, all the texts we have as Hindu people, this one is Krishna. He says, this is my body. And this is what will remove the karma. Let them use it in this time. Vrindavan Bihadilala Ki Jai. Everybody, tonight as I pause, I apologize for going over the 9 o'clock. But I hope you'll, at the end of the first session, I hope I tweak your interest in the text. But I mean, you realize how much we know. But as the Hindu, Baba, I'm a Hindu. Okay. Why is this relevant? It's good to do prayers. It's good. My mother was a Hindu, I'll be a Hindu. Good, true. Very true. According to Bhagwat Gita, it is better to have the knowledge. Why you do, what you do, how to do it correct. It has some people I know how to, for example, it has some people I know how to arti a lingam. What are you talking about, Baba? I know you this arti so. Agreed? Not the lingam. Lingam, you just have to do a kind of halfway arti like this. Why? At some point, when you're doing the arti, if you did it like this, when you reach here and the lingam underneath, it will cause a shadow to fall on the lingam. So to prevent that, the person goes under like this to shoot the light on the lingam. So I get optimum blessing. Please remember that. So in this way, in these examples, there's only examples are shooting at you. You must learn about your Dharma. This is what your Yagna is. When you hear people say Gyan Yagya, come to the Yag to learn about your God so that when you go home and you are doing your prayer, I really working with your Baba here, you know. I'm making sure that when you sit back with your Baba again, you'll do it correct. I'm sure you're going to remember me when you find that cotton. I'm sure when next time you go by that peepal tree, you're going to understand what you're doing and why you're doing. Little bit, as we talk more and more. Tomorrow night, I don't know what I'm reading. Before I leave tonight, anybody have any question or they have any request, tell me. Go give me a little idea and I will find it for you. I hope you enjoy your satsang tonight. I hope you learned something. God bless you. With this, I want to pause. Prem Samolovindra Bihadilala Ki Jai. Let me sing a little chant and then we go do arti. Anybody saying anything or talking or anybody have to say anything or let's say. Or figure out that. We go talk this now. Hey Nanda Nanda Gopal. Sing with me a little bit now before you go home. Hey Nanda Nanda Gopal. Ananda Nanda Gopal. Hey Nanda Nanda Gopal. Come on everybody.
Anand Nanda Gopal.
Hey Nanda Nanda Gopal. Ananda Nanda Gopal.
Nanda Nanda
everybody, with your permission, I'd like to close. So let's all stand and we're going to cover we here and everybody. You know, my belly big. My belly big. Hold on. My belly is very big. And maybe sometime it's convenient to hold up the belly. But just for tonight, let me do the prayers correct. Put your hand to your chest. It have a benefit to this. This is your prayers. Let me change some of the wrong ways. Let me do it correct. It has no shame in this. Putting your hand together as a Hindu is not a bad thing. Why waste the opportunity? Ladies, when you come in prayers with your long hair, sometimes it is dropped. Sometimes it is contaminated. The same place where the mandap be. Don't be ashamed to wear oil. Don't be so sacrilegious that you happy that your hair open and you won't cover your hair to go and contaminate the prayers with somebody else's hair all day. If in case you forget, little children is forget, old people is forget, I famous forget. Let me take that. Tomorrow night, walk with your own. Deal? Tonight, everybody is going and do a little arti, a little pick up a little career. Just pass it over where you have your horn con, come arti yourself, arti your baba, and we close in 2 verses. Sajam cha varti sanyuktam grahina yojitam mayam deepam grihana devesham Trailokya Timirapaham.
Arati Shri Ramayana Ji ki 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 Gavat Brahmadika Muni Narada Valmiki Vigyana Visharada Sukatanika Nishesha Arusharada Karani Bhavana Sutta Kiratani ki Arati Shri Ramayana Ji 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 ki Charu Ved Purana Shagat Chaho Shastra Sab Grantan Korat Tan Man Dhan Santan Ko Sarvasa Sarant Sammat Sabhi ki Arati Shri Ramayana Ji ki Arati Shri Ramayana Ji ki Kirati Kalita Lalita Siya ki Arati Shri Ramayana Ji ki Arati Shri Ramayana Ji ki
Together, everybody. Dear Lord, tonight as we conclude our satsang, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for everybody who assisted. Prabhu, in a minor way, in a major way, because of everybody's input, because of your permission, each person was able to journey here. By your grace, thank you for affording me the opportunity to listen to your discourse. And may you wash my slate clean by virtue of this discourse. The person who hears the power of the prayer of a devotee, such as in this case Tara, when it's pure, when it's genuine, when done correct, even Mahavishnu has to dance to the tune of the devotee. Dear Lord, bless me to use my prayer, to use my temple, to use my people tree, to do it, to use these things to remedy the troubles I have in my life. Dear God, may you hear the heart of this person And may you remove my pain, my difficulty, and difficult moments. Thank you for the team that made this yagya possible. Bless us, God, to do it again tomorrow night. Give me the opportunity to come and listen to another of your discourses. Tvameva Mata, everybody together. Tvameva Bandhuscha. Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Tvameva Sarvam Om. Together everybody. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Together. Prem Sabalo Mahapati Mahadeva ki, Pavanaputra Hanuman ki, Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki, Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki, Jai Syabhar Ramachandra ki, Jai Satya Sanatan Dharma ki, Jai 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 Sita.